Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, July 14th. It happens to be Bastille Day, and the Francophile in me is very thrilled about that. Um, huh. It's also the Ace of Diamonds, which is my card in the Cards of Destiny, which is a system that I've studied since 2004. So that's significant as well, and feels like a brand new day. Good things are happening. So the seasonal focus is the trees bend with ripened fruit. The morning focus is the angel of life. And the opening says, meditate while touching a living plant, bush, tree, or pet. Exchange love with this being. And I'm on my way home to go see my cat. So I'm very excited about that. Meditation. There is a wholeness of my being that I have now come to know. My life is the my life is the sum of my body, mind, and spirit, and more. For I am immersed in a cosmic ocean of life, which connects my life with all, and I am all. And today I will bring my spirit of connectedness to the staff meeting that we're having. Some very, very exciting things are happening. Pieces are moving around on the chessboard of my company's life, so that's really cool. And my feelings are great. I got to spend the night with my mom and my aunt. I got to take care of my aunt this morning. My aunt is 93 and is dealing with COPD. Aunt Jane, if any of you want to take her into your prayers, she's having some struggles with breathing. So I did some chronic healing on her, and she said she had a really good night, which thrilled me. Thrilled me. All right, today we have lesson 195. And yes, I'm doing this from my car because I, at my appointed time, happen to still be in Brooklyn. Was in a fantastic workshop all weekend with one of my best friends and got to be in a room with 35 just gorgeous people that are committed to revealing light in the world and to helping people heal. And we did something called Arhatic Yoga, which is the spiritual practice of pranic healing. And we did deep, gorgeous meditations, and I had some extraordinary healings happen. Really, really extraordinary. Okay, lesson 195. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Greetings, beloveds. As you forgive, there is an experience of space. There is an experience of room. For in not forgiving, there is a feeling of being gripped by anger and gripped by rage. When you forgive, beloveds, there is a moment of release. And in that release, there is a space that can be filled with the grace of gratitude. When you can be grateful for the very circumstance that you had cursed, the very thing that you held as an enemy, there is an experience of the presence of love. Presence of love provides you with this space that I speak of. And in this space, when you can pour in gratitude, you become an empty container when you forgive, beloveds. It is a very simple mathematical equation. That which you hold on to and say, this is wrong, this shall not be, in which you judge yourself and others, it is in the forgiving, it is in the forgiveness that there is a releasing, that there is a relinquishing of that which you had held on to so strongly, and is where the energy that you had resisted is now able to flow. And in that flowing, there leaves a clearing. Makes total sense, right? When you pour gratitude, when you are grateful in that moment, it connects you to love. So forgiveness creates an opening, and then gratitude fills that. And that gratitude is the very essence of love. Brilliant. Then you find yourself as the very embodiment of God's grace, which is love. So 1 + 1 = 2. It is the most exquisite formula, and it is the simplest action that you can possibly take. This is why love is filled with the very essence that God is and the very essence that you are. So when you find circumstances where you say, I reject this, I do not want this, this must not be felt, this must not be experienced, I cannot have it be this way, forgive the aspect of you that has manifested it through resistance. Once you are able to forgive the resistance, you are released from that which had you. In that release, beloveds, immediately add gratitude. I am so thankful that I had the experience of what it was that I held on to and what it is that I'm able to forgive. And now the release. And in that release, beloveds, add gratitude. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for the illusion that I am awakening from. I am grateful for my enemies. I am grateful for trees and skies and water and what it is that I drink and what it is that I eat. I am grateful for my relationship with God. I am grateful for the love that I am. I am grateful for my life. Whatever it is that is in your mind will, whatever it is that your mind will happen upon, add gratitude, beloveds. And where you feel that you cannot be grateful, let yourself do the work of forgiveness, and you will find freedom beyond measure. For indeed, beloveds, when you have forgiven all that is left is gratitude. And you can look upon the world and say, this has been my entire creation, and I can forgive myself for what it is that I have created. When you do not look upon another and say that you are a victim, that this happened to you, that it was not meant for you, that you could not help it, you could not control it, when you have granted back to yourselves, beloved, the knowing and understanding that life has happened to you in accordance with your beliefs, whether they are conscious, whether they live within your subconscious, or whether they're completely unconscious to you. And when you say, I'm willing to experience the sole responsibility of anything that I have ever experienced, you come to a point of understanding how you release yourself from the cycles is to forgive. To forgive yourself for everything that you have ever judged as being something other than you. It is an act of ultimate responsibility. And when you say, I am willing to take all of this, and I am willing to consume all of this, and I am willing to own all of this, and I forgive myself for each and every moment, you then have the keys to the kingdom, beloveds. And when that happens, you become so grateful for everything, every circumstance, every interaction, everything that has looked like a horror to you. In appreciation for all of it, you say, I made a choice to experience all that I thought that life could offer, the seeming good, the bad, and the ugly. And there is a freedom in that gratitude, beloveds. You are immediately, through a sense of, we call it spiritual photosynthesis. This is a phraseology that has been granted to Sahana Grace. Spiritual photosynthesis. You are instantly transformed back to the light. And you come in this gratitude to a field of neutrality and say, it is as it was meant to be. It is as I had chosen it to be. And you release and you free yourself from the stranglehold that the illusion had. And you come and you see that all of your lifetimes collapse into this one moment of consciousness in which you know the absolute truth of you, that you and the Father are one. And that has never changed. And that has never been other than the way that it is. You come to see yourself as the embodiment of the love that you were created to be. And you realize that there is no difference between you and another. There is no one that is better than you. You do not judge a brother for having more and feel competition. You do not feel better because another has caused pain. You do not feel a sense of superiority nor inferiority. You come to see that the playing field has been leveled, and you and all others are as God created you. And in that, there is freedom. And in that, there is grace. And in that, there is love and truth. So blessings to you, beloveds, always. Take this into your meditations. Take this into your stillness. And know that the glory of God is yours, that anything that you ask for will be granted. And then be grateful for all that you have. For there is an aspect of you that has called this to you to bring yourself to a point of remembrance. Blessings to you, beloved ones, and we will speak with you again. I'm bringing forth beloved Magdalene. Calling this human shenanigans. Beloveds, we find ourselves sitting in an automobile in what is considered to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Good morning, angel of fire. The trees are in the process of providing oxygen. Cars are driving upon the street. The breeze is gently moving the leaves. The birds are flying. People are walking. And there is a deep gratitude for life. Beloveds, if at every moment that you have anything that disturbs you physically, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally, and you can grant to yourself immediate gratitude, I am grateful for this circumstance. Zana Grace tells the story of one of her teachers who was contacted by his chief financial officer, who said, David, we have a problem. We just experienced 1.1 million in wire fraud. And David placed his phone down and said, give me a moment, and started dancing around his office, as he describes it, like a madman for 10 minutes, saying, I love wire fraud. I'm so happy that someone took $1.1 million from me. This was meant to happen. This is good. This is blessed. He never got the money back, but what he was able to do was find gratitude in the moment. Now, this is an extreme case, but it may not be for you. If you find something that is painful, if you find something that is going to seemingly undo you, beloveds, see if you can immediately apply gratitude. And what it will do is bring you back to your heart. Know that it was brought to you for a reason. It is something that you have agreed to at a soul level. Even the most heinous experiences, you have all said, I want to and I'm willing to experience this, and allow yourself to do so, beloved ones. There is magic in it. There is power in it. There is grace in it. So the more that you are willing to allow yourself to say, I have chosen this moment, you are immediately back in alignment with the soul aspect of self. So we ask you to try this on today. When something comes to seemingly disturb you, beloveds, say, I have chosen this. I celebrate this. I am grateful for this circumstance. You will be astounded. We love you. Enjoy this day, beloveds, for this is what the Lord has made for each of us to experience. We love you dearly, and indeed we shall speak with you again. Thank you all so much for being here. Deeply grateful for you, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.